What do you find most rewarding about your practice?
Well, I'm a bankruptcy lawyer. I've done that for almost 30 years now, and I've represented both people who needed to file bankruptcy along with businesses who needed to file bankruptcy as well as creditors. And I have to say that in terms of enjoyment, I enjoy representing businesses and individuals that need to file bankruptcy. It's very fulfilling to see a business that is struggling financially because of a setback in the industry or whatever reason, and helping them to reorganize and stay in business, helping them to keep their people employed, and successfully emerging from a financial crisis and continuing to operate is extremely fulfilling. I've seen that happen with a number of companies throughout my career, thankfully. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's very fulfilling. And then, of course, individuals, for a variety of reasons, have financial trouble. There, but for the grace of God, go all of us. Lose your job or go through a divorce or an illness is a major disruption to a person's financial life. So helping people to overcome that and get a fresh start and get started again back on the road to financial prosperity is very fulfilling and rewarding.
What advice would you give to someone thinking about launching their own firm? Because I know you had your own firm in Flagstaff.
Yeah, I mean, think hard about it before you do it. It's certainly not easy, but I think it's just absolutely critical that you find the right people. You can't do it alone, and you need to find people who have a different skill set than you do. You need to find people whose skill sets complement your strengths. And when I left the firm that I was at and started my own firm, I lasted about 9 months before I called up my former legal assistant and said, I really need you. She kept me organized. She kept me focused. Just a terrific person to help me succeed. And until I did that, quite frankly, I was struggling a little bit. But once I got her in the fold, that helped tremendously. And then my partner Douglas Gardner joined me shortly after that. And Douglas and I have different skill sets. I'm more of a numbers person. Like to focus on how things operate. I'm a good manager in that respect, and Douglas is just an extremely hard worker and knows how to practice law, and he knows systems really well. Very efficient in terms of how he practices, and so together we were able to be a lot stronger than either one of us would have been individually. And so when you're starting a firm, you have to look for the right people and make sure that you've got them in the right places. Sometimes your most productive lawyer wants to also be the manager of everything, and that's not the right way to do it. It's not good. You got to make sure that everybody is playing to their strengths and minimizing their weaknesses, and you have to be patient. There's going to be good months, and there's going to be bad months, and you have to be able to have the fortitude to work through that and hang in there. Just like any business, the practice of law is no different. There's going to be business cycles, and there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, and you have to remain calm and persevere through it. And if you're determined and diligent, you'll do fine.
I know that law can be very stressful. Most of the attorneys we speak to express that. So what do you do to unwind, like after a particularly hectic week?
Yeah, I mean, almost every day I take some time I grab my guitar and have a little jam session before dinner. And that's a very relaxing way to, if it's been a particularly stressful day, I pick nice loud songs where I can work off the stress that way. Or if it's been a tough month or even longer, then I love to get away and go to the lake. And our family's always gone to the lake. I love to wakeboard and just get out on the water and get away from the computers and the phones and all those things that add stress to your life, and put it aside. You've got to get away from it. It never ends when you're practicing in today's environment. We've subjected ourselves to 24/7 email, text, and every other way to communicate. So you got to figure out a way to put all that away for a little while so you can rejuvenate and be willing to come back and do it again.